Check. What up? Coming in 3, 2, 1. We're live.
It's hot as shit. And it was also invisible on the green screen. You're eating nothing. Got that invisible broccoli. Wow. That is...
Oh my
That's
god.
not the first time. That's not the first time something was screened out. So you were just, that joke never gets old. What? Is it hot or is it just funny now? Okay.
Bruh.
Can't confirm. There is nothing in Aaron's head if she opens her mouth.
Splash.
Jesus. Oh, is it what is this? Is this $1 or $5 on Patreon?
It's $1.
Oh, cool. Wow. Well,
$1.
Anyone who's watching this is on it, so they already know. Bad
you.
time to promote the price of it.
I said in the chat when you guys said it was $5. It's
Oh,
actually
fair
$1.
enough.
great.
So I'm just gonna look at, if you guys are typing in the YouTube thing, stop. Type in Discord so I can actually see it. Good to see all you people. Oh, I should
Yes.
load up the stream. Yeah, whatever.
Also, pull up Patreon so you can get questions from there.
Oh yeah, there's so many fun options I can do it on. Hey Aaron, nothing's changed, so I'm not gonna re-ask
I
you how
know.
you are. I did.
No, not at all.
I want to take all your questions. If anyone has any questions, I'm gonna take
I
them
love questions.
from Patreon or Discord. I don't think I'm logged in. I should probably do that first.
Bruh.
Log into Patreon.
There we go. It's fine.
Log your booty into Patreon.
There we go. I
questions.
figured out. Did I talk about yesterday? I finally met my the people I
Significant
think are
other?
gonna live. Yeah, I met the love of my life.
Aww, that
And,
would be so sweet.
Uh,
We're all
it's a-
waiting for
it's
that.
a garbage man who comes every Wednesday, and I just stare deeply into his eyes.
Because he recycles, right?
Yep,
the
I just
recycling
love
garbage
somebody who
man.
loves the environment and also likes trash. No, I
Sounds
met
like me. We'd be a good match. Sorry. Because we talked about the environment and the styrofoam cup. Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't know. Nobody's complained about me having my garbage cans out. So I'm
Do you
doing-
put them out in the street?
Yeah, I think,
by
I'm
the
just gonna, I
curb?
think I'm just gonna leave them there forever.
Do it.
Yeah.
People will put them in parking spots on my street, and it makes me mad. But I'm like,
Oh
"It's
yeah,
just
that's a
one
good
day."
plan. Shit, I should put them
And then
right outside the house.
Do it.
That's
That's,
what
what
we do
people
at our
do.
place.
See?
Dude, I
And it
have
saves a
dude,
spot.
I have
No one will
seven.
park
I
there.
shit you not, 7 garbage cans. I don't know where I don't know why I have that many. I have 4 garbage cans, 2 recycling bins. No,
Really?
1 recycling bin and 2 yard like leaf bins. So I have 7 garbage cans.
Oh,
I can
wow.
take up an entire street.
Did I ever tell you about the story when ours just disappeared?
No.
No,
Oh
what
yeah, I
happened?
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I guess we put it in front of the neighbor's side of the street. So instead of being on our side of the street, we put it in the neighbor's, and they just took it. They took it for months. So it was gone. And
Does
then-
it have your address on it? Though?
Yeah, it has my address on it. So we ordered a new trash can, and then all of a sudden I went to go grab the trash cans, and they were both there. So now I have 2 trash cans.
Nice. Yeah, you live near some unsavory people.
Do you? Does he?
One
I don't
time,
think
one
so.
time though, I hit one of Los's neighbors with my car. Not the person. I hit their car with my car. I
remember that.
fucked up her Honda Civic, and she was like, literally. So I backed into it.
That
I
was
was like,
great.
I didn't even realize I did it. I was like, oh, weird. I must have hit something. And then I just kind of backed out and drove away. And then when I came back, she was waiting at her front
no.
door for like 3 hours. I came back 3 hours later, and she was like,
But you know, you'd even come back.
I have no idea, but she just waited. She's like, "You hit my car!" I was like, "What?" She's like, "You hit my car!" And then she
Screaming
ran
at you.
outside with the thing. She's like, "You hit my car! I'm taking pictures of your car." I'm like, "Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not driving away. You can
No.
just do it." She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were just gonna." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And then she like made this whole big deal,
Wow.
and then she never did like it was like a
She never
scratch,
did
and she
anything?
never called anybody or did anything. And I was like, "Why did you make such a big deal out of it if
Sometimes
you
you
weren't
can
gonna
give a
do
little
anything?"
kiss, a little love tap, and
Dude,
it's fine.
that
People do it all
lady-
the time. What do you think happens to your car when you parallel park in the city? It happens
People
a lot.
hit it all the time.
Yeah.
There's a big scratch on my car. It's
I know,
bullshit.
people
That
tap
lady
it.
is crazy
You
as
can't.
fuck.
That's why
That
I
lady
don't.
is crazy as fuck.
Dude, we have Sparklets bottles, and one time it was windy and it rolled over to her side of the driveway. So she took the Sparklets bottle, drove it all the way to Dino's, and left it on the corner, which is like down the block.
That is quite. Why did she
Wow.
take it all the way down there?
I don't know, but Eddie's mom saw her, and then we confronted her, and she's like, "I didn't do that."
That wasn't me. That was a ghost.
Oh.
That was ghost me. I don't know. I've never really had. I've never shared a duplex with somebody, so I don't know what it's like. I mean, you share it with Eddie Los, so what is that like?
Every Saturday morning, a kid getting yelled at. pick up your shit.
But you're next door, correct?
Yeah,
Not on top. I
yeah,
always
it's-
think duplex is on top. I don't know
No,
why.
well,
They can be
They're
side
usually
by
not.
side.
no, duplexes are
Oh.
not on top. most of
Mine
the time.
is.
Because all I can think about is the movie.
I have complete power over these people, though. I am right
so
on
you
top
met
of
them
them. Yes.
yesterday, right?
2 days ago, I
2
met
days ago.
them,
Okay, I
and
wanna know about this.
it's a very nice, mild mannered family.
Oh.
What's
They-
the over under if they were white? I'm going with 80-20.
What
in my
is
neighborhood?
what?
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100% what?
It's just it's a very I didn't move there for that reason. It's a very
Privileged
white neighborhood.
Okay.
It's just white. It's not even the houses aren't even
The
that
people
nice.
who
It's
live in
just
below
white.
you are white.
It is just a nice couple, and they have a daughter, and she's in high school. Which I don't know if that means she's just
Oh.
she's gonna be, but it's like it's just not like a bunch of kids. It's just
No,
one. They
they
have
have
one
one
daughter,
daughter.
and I don't know if does that mean she's gonna be loud? When you were in 10th grade, were you loud?
Yeah.
Why? To like who
I
though?
screamed a lot.
At who?
It's just
Her
what.
partner.
Okay, there
Was
is
it
a
because you had
correlation.
siblings? Because it's just her.
No,
Who would you
it's
yell
not
at?
siblings. My bro. I think when I was in high school, my brother was out of the house already.
Okay.
So there is a correlation between teenage women and middle-aged women. We scream at everything. If you watch the Kelly Ripa thing with Kevin, do you know both those women were screaming, mouth agape to everything?
That's because they were so
do
sexually
teenage
frustrated, but being around
Yeah, but so are teenage girls.
Hack Bay that they're.
Yeah, so are teenage girls.
So
So
just
they
gotta
have
scream.
just like that. Yes, you just scream all. I was screaming.
I would be amazed,
yelling,
because-
cursing, like grinding up on walls, like like banshee yelling, Dad! And then you would come in my
The fuck?
I want to be mad, but I want to fuck this wall.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
And then it's just what it means. Like my friends and I, we would yell at each other in the hallway. way.
Why would you be
I'm not gonna
fucking
tell
the
you what
air
we would
and the
yell.
wall?
Because you're horny all the time. And I remember one time my dad fucking walked in. My girlfriends and I were in the bathroom and I was grinding on the wall and we were listening to music, like some Sierra and stuff. And he
I have
walks
to be
in.
very careful
and-
not to be put in jail.
Or
Then I have to avoid this woman at all costs because
What's in the
It was
water
very
in Michigan?
uncomfortable
Jesus
for both
Christ,
parties.
a lot of lead actually.
Yeah.
She grew up near Flint. Okay.
I did not, but my mother did. Maybe that explains some things.
Okay.
There's
So
definite
Aftermath.
combination. So yes,
avoid this woman,
she
which
would,
I
unless
already.
she's shy or to herself, but like when I was her
generally
age,
have nothing in common with this 16 or 17-year-old
I
girl, so
still
I'm just gonna
ha-
leave her alone.
okay, yeah, but I still think I wonder if the sound, if she's
when she turns
yelling or
18.
anything,
Damn!
yeah, I know, right on it.
18-year-olds aren't
Travel
attractive to
up.
me either, so she's fine.
Be surprised.
But overall, well, the weird thing was she was like, they're like, we're gonna have to work out a laundry schedule. I'm like, why? Because she's like, I don't want anybody seeing our daughter's garments. And I was like, what's up?
She said that to you?
The dad did. And I was like,
Oh!
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God! That's awkward. Why would he say that? One, about his daughter. Two, why would he be thinking about that? And then he's already getting on like beast mode. I'm
Yeah.
gonna protect my daughter for some young, handsome, tall boy that lives above us. That's literally what he was doing. He was in a weird, kind of creepy way, because I feel like my dad wouldn't think about that or say that. Was saying that about you, but that also means he sees how
Alex,
attractive you are. He's a
You know
little
what you need to
threatened.
do? You just
That's
need to buy random
crazy.
underwear. Just start like leaving
Yeah,
it.
just leave it in
like,
there.
Just like a big dog.
Put it in the mailbox.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Just be, I'm sorry.
Leave some
Just
strap-ons
oops.
in there.
Just happens.
Throw some ladies' underwear in there. Oh my God.
Someone said
He
that
has a
calling
point.
BS on Alex doesn't find 18-year-olds attractive. I don't. I don't even think women. I'm not into women my age.
Okay, you get to a point though. A man does. I think I've heard this. You get to a point when you get a little bit older where you start to not be able to tell how old a woman is. Like you look at a girl and you're like, I can't.
That was the opposite.
I can't tell.
Well, yeah. Well, that was when I was around. I was 19, and that was a problem for me. It was most men because
couldn't
like your
tell.
whole life you think teenagers are attractive because you are
Are
one.
one,
And then when
right.
I was 19 and
Absolutely.
I met a 16-year-old that
Yeah,
also
was
was a
like-
counselor at a camp, I didn't know. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to be a junior. I'm like, oh, cool. What college? She's like, high school. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Have a good day,
This is a
man.
learning experience for us both. Goodbye.
Yes.
And I was like,
It's
I
so
never
weird
talked to her again.
because then you would see and you'd be like, whoa, it was like a shade over the eyes. Like, oh my God, I didn't know you were 18 or.
But then I think
Even-
a year or two ago, I was like home at some point when school was still in session, and there was this one high school teacher who I really still like. So I was like, I should go see Mr. Hines. I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the high school, and I was like, cool. None of these people
Yeah.
are attractive.
It was like a litmus test for you. Like, make sure I don't like these teenagers. Let's walk into school and see if any of them are attractive.
Yeah, and I was
we're
like,
good.
no,
We're
I'm good. Sweet.
And you can sometimes tell, though, I think, with teenagers.
Totally.
You can tell, like, that's a young woman. Like, that is a teenager. I've even with, like, little, like, boys, I'm like, that kid's in high school.
Zeddy Diddy said, if I don't meet you at a bar, you are 16 to me. That's also, that's
Yeah.
also good. Just
good-
use
that's
that
good
as
too.
use that as a test.
Catch
He
me
needs to get his
outside.
own washer if he cares that much. Here's the thing. I was very nice to these people because they erred on the side of quiet. And as much as I want to be like, oh, I can't be loud, they're gonna complain all the time. As much as I do have a sound system with a 12-inch subwoofer, and I have a very large
85-inch TV.
but I never use it. Like I'm never gonna use it. I more often than not would rather edge on the side of quiet because 95% of the time I just want to sit there and work or sleep, and I get annoyed when when it's not quiet. And then the minor inconvenience of me having to text this man, who I really want to say his name. I'll tell you off camera because it's real funny, but
Okay.
I don't want anyone knowing too much about this guy. But
Charles.
Gotcha.
I'll text him. No, it's a real weird name. It's not an actual. It's like a plant.
This is your
What?
neighbor?
Where is he from?
Glendale? I don't know.
Your neighbor downstairs?
Arish.
You've gotten each other's numbers now.
No, he's not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, we'll go through some of the questions he asked. But like, I was like,
strange.
I'm just going to be very open to everything. And then I'm just going to start taking over things because he's really not going to have a choice. So like this whole laundry schedule thing,
Where's the laundry at?
it's just downstairs in a room that both of us have access to.
Like in the garage?
It's
or
like
no, just like a random
It's like
room?
2 doors entrance.
There's 2 doors. One is accessible
Through
from
the
his
house?
house, and then one is accessible from the outside for me.
Gotcha.
But it's just going to be, because first of all, I have to do a lot of weird wash because I ruin my clothes often. Like I have to get home and do wash now. So I don't Yesterday, there's
They're gonna
tomatoes
be
all
like,
over my clothes.
yeah.
I had to wash them right
Why
now.
is this in here? What does this boy do?
Yeah. Also, sorry. I should just tell them that there's gonna be a lot of weird shit going in that.
Yes.
Fucking, there's gonna be marinara sauce. There's
Buckets
gonna
of
be
sugar.
chocolate pudding. I don't know
Weird
what's gonna go on in
foods.
that. So if you're
Substances.
sensitive about that washer, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna have to use it whenever I gotta use it. Because there's gonna be some weird shit on my.
A schedule. You
Also,
can't have
like,
a schedule. They gotta know what you do.
Do you think they're gonna bitch if you go and wash it real late at night? Because I do that a lot. Like
I don't
1 in the
care.
morning.
Yeah, late at night is a
That's
good
my,
time.
I'm a late night washman. The earliest I'll start my wash
I
is,
like that
is
so
10
much.
at night. Yeah.
Late night washman. That needs to be like somebody's handle. I'm gonna make it mine. It's mine. Don't take it.
Washman on a train to Georgia.
Late night washman.
Is your bedroom above their daughter's bedroom?
No. So my bedroom, so the house is set up really weird because it's all swapped. Our kitchens are above each other, which is fine. And then
That's good. It's kind of the same layout. Then?
it's split. My bedroom is over their living room, which like could get annoying, but I'm gonna go to bed when they're asleep like 100%
Yeah.
of the time. So that's fine. And then nothing in my bedroom, not like it ever happens, is gonna annoy or creep anybody out. And then my living room is right above their daughter's room is above the second bedroom.
Okay.
So I guess just
How do you
sorry.
figure that out? How do you know what's above what? Did they tell you, or did you
I
go down
live
there?
in the house.
Or?
I've been in the downstairs
Oh,
part.
you
It's just
have.
open. I've
I always had a
walked
problem
around
with,
in there.
How do I know what's above me? Like growing up in my house, I never knew what room is above my room, what room is above the downstairs room, what room is above this. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
men have better spatial reasoning.
How do you not know that?
They do. Also, like, just like understand where your house
Just
is.
look up and you're like, okay,
Well,
that's
no,
where
I
left,
wish I
that's where
had
right
see-
is.
Like vision,
Got it.
X-ray vision. I only knew because my dad told me. No, our bedroom's above that bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. So I went there and I was like, okay, I understand how big the house
Yeah.
is. That's where that is. And then
it. It's
right over
impressive.
the biggest problem is right over their master bedroom is my back porch. And I am like literally Megan's coming today to like measure, and I want to put like a cool outdoor couch and like put the grill there and put a
yeah,
table.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
big
yeah.
enough to put all that stuff there. And they're like, yeah, it's really loud when you walk out there. And I was like, yeah, that sucks. I live up there.
Did you
so
okay? So now, did you do an actual like trial run of you walking
Yeah.
around inside of the house and the
yeah,
outside?
he literally was like, can you go upstairs and walk around in your shoes? And I was like, yeah, I don't care.
weird.
And he's like, yeah, it's really loud. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. This hardwood floor in my shoes gonna be
Yeah.
loud. So, and then he was just like, so like if you did have people over, like you'd call it a night at like midnight. I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could turn down the
He's
music, but
trying-
we're just gonna walk around.
I'm sorry, but you live above people with control issues. Like they really want it to be
Yeah.
like just get a
day
fucking
one,
house,
and they're already
dude.
talking about that.
You're gonna have issues with
yeah.
that.
But like I
Sucks.
told him like.
They're nice, so that's good. But
We
you
can
can't
work
do
out a
anything.
schedule if I'm gonna play music loud or whatever, but like we're gonna walk. There's gonna be
Yeah.
walking around
Oh.
and talking because that's what
Totally.
happens in somebody's domicile.
Exactly, but they want you to be absolutely fucking quiet. And,
Sure.
And
But
be-
here's the reason
but
I
you
didn't.
still have that card.
Because what?
You still
yeah,
have
I
that
could have
card.
torpedoed it immediately. I could have been just an asshole to
Yeah.
him and then stomped around
know,
upstairs really loud.
I'm gonna use the driveway on this day.
I
What
just
about
lied to him.
pogo stick
It's your
practice
card.
on the porch?
What?
What?
Pogo stick practice on
Yeah,
the porch.
I would have just started doing my weird stomp practice and my
in a pogo stick
Globetrotters
club.
dribbling. But I was like, I was very nice to him, and I want him to move in because 95% of the times, I want him to be quiet. I want that family to be quiet. I just want them to be not people who play like loud Armenian rap tunes because that happened at my old place whenever they felt like it. So I just want them to be quiet because it's more annoying to have loud music and people fucking partying than it was me not having the ability to be loud when I want. So I'll work up a fucking system with, let's just call him Leaf. That's not his name, but let's
Leaf.
call him Leaf.
I like
I'll work
that.
out a system because it's some weird arboreal name. I'll work out a system with him, and we'll figure out how we're gonna be loud. But as long as everybody's quiet, we'll be fine.
I can't see you moving out before him. Like I believe that you have to move.
I probably
mean,
will.
they have to move out.
I probably
before you.
will. Like this is another.
That's true.
I
Just
got a-
they're
like, young-
family.
I
They're
got a prediction.
gonna stay in there for a while.
Go
but
ahead.
It sucks.
You're gonna find some slippers, like really, really thick padded slippers, on your front door within
Yeah.
the next month.
There's going to be some passive aggression, but
Yeah,
the
it's
thing
gonna be
is,
tough.
I have the power. If they want to play,
Yeah, because you're on top.
if they want to play loud, I will win loud. If they want to play back, I'll just set my speaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's all through the internet. I'll be in the studio. I'll be like, let's see, I'm here. It's 10 o'clock. It's time for
Sorry,
loud music,
yeah.
and then I'll play it from here. Like,
Exactly.
DDR Thursdays.
yeah, I will win loud, and they know that. Like They can minorly inconvenience. My couch is right here. It's a pull-out couch. I can sleep
know.
here if I need
You
to.
could.
If they want to play loud, I can ruin three
You could
people's
just leave.
lives, and they can just minorly annoy me.
God.
So,
So mean.
but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna
So you
happen
shouldn't- yeah, you
because
shouldn't do that.
I want them to be quiet. It's gonna be fine. They also have a cool dog, so win-win.
Oh, they have a dog.
Yeah, it's a Siberian Husky.
But they have the
Ooh.
backyard.
Beautiful dog.
Nice.
Like the downstairs outside backyard, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
So it's fine. I
you
feel
have
like
your own little
you
space.
start very amicable, and then you become a worse and worse neighbor, and then you just get more and more of what you want.
It's weird because the way your house is set up is like it should just be a house, but they split it in half. Those houses are so weird when they split them in half, and like somebody's gonna live upstairs, somebody's gonna live
Yeah.
downstairs.
And it sucks whoever lives downstairs. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. I'm a
They're also
lower,
paying too much for that bottom of that house.
I
but-
How
rather
much
live
is it, may I
downstairs.
ask?
What?
How much is their half?
Their
Like
rent?
over $2,000.
Yes.
Oh, way
It's
over.
like 35
Yeah.
Good.
for a
How many?
two-bedroom house. It's crazy.
That's it. A 2-bedroom house.
My dad just got robbed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, robbed. Literally robbed.
My dad's
So they're
paying.
paying a lot of money to live
That's awful.
under
That's
me.
so terrible. I live in a lower unit, so I understand. I've got some loud ass fucking neighbors above me, and they like so loud, and also I think just the walls are thin when you live in a unit in an apartment building that I can hear them shut. If my window's open and their window's open, we can hear clear into each other's apartments, and I can hear when they shut their window, walking around yelling. One time I swear to God, there was like a physical fight had broke out. I heard like 3 a.m. woke me up. It sounded like someone went bang and then was dragged across the floor, and all I could picture was this woman being dragged across the
Hold
floor.
on, and were you just like,
screaming? But
well,
That was
No.
power
Let's
fucking.
kill
I was terrified. You won't wake up at 3 a.m. and you feel like you're so out of it. You feel vulnerable and everything's like really super scary and you're just like disoriented. It was one of those, and I was like, I don't know what I'm hearing. I don't know what's upstairs. And I'm like, I don't have my contacts in. I just put my glasses on. What if I go up there and I start creating all these
I don't have my
scenarios?
domestic abuse contacts
Like,
in. I can't take care of this.
see
Good night.
Very well. Like, what's gonna happen if I go
what
up
did you
there
do?
and I tell them to? Well, I waited a few minutes. I was like, I think I need to go up there.
Well, she's definitely
And-
dead, so the fight's over. What
Yeah,
am I
know.
going to do when...
And
You
it
went
kept
up
going,
there?
and it was screaming and yelling, and I was like, I need to go up there. But the second I thought, I was like, I'm gonna go up there. I thought, what if somebody's like fighting somebody, abusing somebody, going to hurt somebody, and then they turn on me because I come up there and they just go crazy and they start coming at me. Like, that freaked me out. That thought. So I didn't go up there, and it stopped.
Nice.
I didn't. I
So,
got
guys, if
freaked
you
out.
hear if you
It
hear
didn't-
something, do
Someone
nothing.
died. Someone
I was
died
so
that
scared.
night.
I was too scared. I didn't know what I felt almost like paralyzed. I was freaked out because of the sound and then what I was hearing. And then I thought if I went up there, I thought I was going to get involved. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get involved. But I knew if it kept going for a certain amount of time, I was like, I need to go up there. And or I don't want to call the police because I don't want to assume that there's serious like abuse going on up there. But I would go up there and check first and then call the authorities. But
I would love to
didn't.
get up there and be smashed and dragged before.
Oh, it was an awful feeling. Like I remember, it only happened once.
There was, yeah,
And they
because it
still
only has
live
to happen
there.
once, and then
They're
they learned their
fine.
lesson.
I don't
so
know
you got-
what was going on. I know they like to smoke pot for sure. I mean, my building
they had
loves to smoke pot.
They had
like,
refer madness, so
yeah,
they definitely.
maybe.
Well, he also asked me. He's
maybe a
like,
grandfather clock fell. I don't know.
He's like, "Are you a smoker?" And I was like, "No,
He vapes, bro.
Yeah, you vape.
I do vape."
Yeah, see, that's different.
But if I want to,
But you don't smoke cigarettes, so.
no. But I have a
I
porch.
could-
If I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna go outside.
And it goes up, so fuck
It's
them.
also legal. It's
Yes.
legal. I'm allowed
It
to do
is.
that.
Exactly. So,
So-
they don't have to know. They don't have to just say no.
Blaze the weed out
Do you
there.
smoke? He was asking
yeah.
you if you could smoke. That's starting to piss me off because that's across the line.
Dude, Leaf's
I'm
crossed the
mad.
line?
Yeah, he's not only asking you about can you be home so you can walk around so I can hear if you're loud. Also, we need to schedule the laundry. This guy has serious control issues. He's trying so hard.
Why
And then
the fuck is
asks
he running
you-
this place?
Correct. And also, why is he trying to ask you if you smoke or not? That's none of his goddamn business. At that point, that isn't any of his fucking business if you smoke or not. You live in 2 private domiciles that it's your own, that he does not need to know that information. That is none of his fucking business.
But the point is, I didn't care. I said no.
I know, you're right.
Just 'cause I
It
wanted him to move in.
You're nice, but I'm
I'm gonna play them. I'm gonna play them.
Dude, you didn't even tell him about the Heelys yet.
Dude, I'm gonna heal around. I have a small
Healy
little
around?
ramp set up that I just, whenever I get out of bed, I launch. I think overall, did he say anything else weird? He,
Leaf. Oh, what a guy.
yeah, he was talking
wanna
about
meet
walking
him.
around was really loud, and then he was like,
Play with the dog.
yeah, just like what my schedule is. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm up till 4 in the morning.
Again, what's your schedule? Well, I kind of get that because, man, I've never even, it's the same thing. Like, what if your apartment upstairs comes downstairs and wants to
It's
ask you
different.
about your life?
It's different because
You share a
like in
house.
an apartment building, things are
Or-
built so that everything's a little bit more separate. Those houses were built to just be a house, so it's not like a wall to separate two families. It's usually a wall to just be a wall and
Yeah.
separate two people who live together.
Yeah,
so
right. Versus right.
everything's a bit louder. You can hear you can hear conversations. Like you can literally hear what people are saying through the thing.
That's
it's also a
fucking
very
weird.
old house, so
That's
Yeah.
weird.
it's gonna be a.
I think you have the advantage of being up though, because I think the sound from below will travel up. or
Also, I
not
told
so
the guy, I'm like,
much.
I'm never home. When I'm home, I'm
Yeah.
either working or sleeping. So like, we'll be.
They don't have
fine.
anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
Still think
will.
that they cross the lines. It's personal.
I have to get rid of my sound system. There's like no.
Yeah,
way-
you're not gonna be able to play that.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to use it. I have to get
It
rid of
makes
it.
me sad.
I've
No,
had it for
don't.
like 16 years. My brother got it, and it was in his room.
Did you at least have a time? You're like, okay, these people are moving in. I'm gonna blast this shit before they move in.
I do it all the time,
Oh,
but I'm
that
fine
makes
not
me
doing
so
that.
sad.
I'll just buy nice
Really?
headphones. I don't care.
Oh no, it's more fun when it's out and about and everyone's jamming. That's how I feel. Uh-oh. My PC's very low.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna miss whenever people are out and about and nobody's jamming. They'd be like, "Why are we not jamming?" I'd be like,
That's
"Leaf-
me!
Leaf doesn't want me to
If,
jam."
if you have a party and I come over, I'm gonna be cranking that shit.
Dude, you know what Alex
People
gonna have?
are gonna show up.
He's gonna
Oh.
have just a bunch of headphones. Everyone's gonna put them on when they
Dude,
come
a
in.
silent disco? People are gonna be fucking rocking, dude. It's gonna be the best time anyone's ever had. Was there a place for questions, Los, on this?
There
on
should
on
be
Patreon? I don't think there was. 'Cause I'm
Hmm.
looking at it and there wasn't.
Let's just pull questions from Discord.
Okay, we can pull questions from Discord. I don't know if we got anybody. Silent raves. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know. I'm also not paying a small amount of money for that place, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
You're paying. I think you got a good right. I can't
No.
remember. Okay, no,
No,
never mind.
it's the
told
same
me-
square footage of my old place, but
You
it's
could've done the
$350 more expensive.
God damn. Los told me of a place nearby that is renting, and it's a duplex as well. And I was like, that is so cheap. I
Oh
couldn't
yeah, I
believe
gotta
it.
send that to you. I just got the information.
Send it.
this
I
morning.
want to know. I would literally move out and move in there just because of how cheap it is, and I like where you live, and I like it's a duplex. It's your one watch. I probably live next
It
to
is
It's
like-
a 2-bedroom also.
two bathroom.
No.
Okay. I can
Los
deal.
is lucky though because in a duplex you are a little bit more connected to those people, and it's nice that you know Eddie and his family. It's Eddie.
I molded them.
I built them. But yeah, you know Eddie now, so it's fine. How long have you been living there?
That's lucky. That,
3 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time. I don't
Yeah.
think I'd ever
3?
live.
I've never lived in a place longer than the place I'm living in now. I moved every year from the age of 12 to 22, 23.
and you're just gonna stay there.
Oh, I
Oh,
lived there.
absolutely. They raised our rent yesterday, actually.
What?
Yeah, you said that.
By $65.
Oh, that's not
It's
bad.
not the end of the world.
My old place, Matt
Okay.
raised
But I
it.
am gonna bitch about like, hey, the cabinets don't have this, and like I'm gonna start bitching about little stuff.
Good. That's what I did too, Los. They raised my rent $100 in 1 year, and I got so fucking pissed because they can't even keep up anything in my apartment. Like there was an electrical issue where one wire burned from one room into the other, so all the switches it like killed the circuit, and they couldn't send anybody out to come and fix that for a week. And that's just one of the many
I'm
issues. and I was like,
I'm so the
fucking
opposite of that. I
mad.
don't know why, but like there was like
It's a fire. That's a fire hazard.
there is like the heat
Fucking-
didn't work for 2 weeks because I was too lazy. Like I had to
Yeah.
pick up the
That's,
phone.
I don't know. That's a little different.
Was it?
Yeah,
I woke
the
up and
heat-
it was 50 degrees every
Get a
morning
space
in my
heater.
house.
I use a space
I
heater.
didn't do that either. I was
Yeah.
just like,
Space heater or what?
I have
I'll
two
just
space heaters.
I'll
yeah.
just be cold.
It's cheaper than running your air or your heat. Yeah.
I believe that because I got the heat bill, and I had to
Yeah, I believe
I had to
that.
slap someone.
Oh, you could.
don't make
I
you
think
slap
I have an extra
somebody.
one. You can borrow it because it's it saves you a shit.
I don't
ton
need
of
it.
money.
It's Priscilla.
Oh, that's what I put mine in my room too. I'll give it. Yeah, we'll see if I have that. I'm pretty sure I do.
Some said Alex must be making bank at the attack. Absolutely not true.
Nope.
I did the math the other day. I hope I get one hell of a tax return. I made more money here being a PA than I did when we switched over to actually having
Yeah,
payroll.
it's bullshit, right?
I'm
too.
dude.
You too.
That's not
I
hyperbole.
was pissed.
I
I
make
took a- I
50
took a
less
fucking-
dollars.
Yeah, I took a hit too when we started getting paid legit.
It's garbage.
I did too. Like I was mad. I contacted a couple people, and because I was so mad, and I was like, "Is this real? How does this work?" Like I was legit. I was legit mad.
I don't
was-
do living
I
right.
couldn't believe it.
I pay
Taxes are
What is your
fucking
rent
awful
supposed to be?
here.
You're supposed to make like 2.5 more than your rent.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Are you? That is
Yeah.
bullshit.
My
Living here
rent is
insane.
70% of my income, which you're not supposed to do. But I don't spend it on
God
anything else.
damn. Yeah,
Like
that's
I don't
true.
I
You're
don't
very
go
you
anywhere or
live
do
very
anything.
simple,
So
which is nice.
I just all
refreshing.
my money goes into rent. So yes, it is an expensive place, but whatever. Samp said, "Well, who will be at South by Southwest?" I didn't actually say the full list. It's me. It's Yaniv. It's Kevin. Is
Mm-hmm.
it Eulos?
No, I'm gonna stay so the show can happen on Friday.
So who's the fifth person?
I'm
'Cause it's
nervous.
me.
It's Corrado.
Corrado, Yaniv, Jake. Okay.
How many people is that? 5?
Yes. It's 5 people.
Okay, he said 4 the other day.
Enough for 4 people to share a room, and then Kevin.
It's 4 people from here and then Jake. That's
Yes.
probably what they said.
Yeah, me. We'll all huddle into a
And then
room,
Jake.
and then Kevin will get his palatial
It makes
estate.
sense. I can't.
in the
Of course
sky.
he would. Palatial estate in the sky. He would get his own separate.
I
place.
think it's
That's another
it's
reason why I
very
can't
hard to share a
go.
room with Yaniv.
It would be
Be-
weird to. Have you shared?
because-
or you
Dude, because he
have?
blazes.
Well, he does that, but he also takes these cataclysmic dumps. For
Oh,
like
because he's
for like an hour.
Jewish.
What?
He eats that Mediterranean food.
Those kebabs, those meat
Yeah,
rods.
that'll go
He's
right
got
through
this
you.
fucking-
This
this
is his
fucking-
diet.
That beef lula goes in, goes out.
Kebab. I think
You need
that's,
his stuff because he does use the bathroom for a long time.
that's the reason I can't go with you. I'd be the only girl. I'd be very
Jake
uncomfortable.
is probably fine. He probably
sharing a
gets
room
up
with a bunch
early
of
to go
men.
run or some weird bullshit.
Yeah, Jake's easy to room with.
What about
Joey's
Corrado?
tough.
I'd be
Corrado's
very
probably,
uncomfortable.
you're just gonna hear Corrado's like that 7-day pill canister rattling. He's popping
As
that
he's
up in
walking.
the morning.
I have one of those.
Alex hates my
come in handy.
my suitcase because it has a shit ton of zippers.
Dude, I can't handle room at Lowe's because he's got to zip like fucking 8,000 things in the morning. Literally one morning, actually not. There's probably 30 zips in like a
Really?
10-minute period. I'm like, dude, how many zippers does your bag have? 'Cause literally for like 10 minutes straight, just zip, fold, zip, zip, like, are you opening the same pocket? Just leave it open. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's probably for the
It's only
better.
the last morning because I got to pack everything up.
If I,
Fine.
I'll
Get
do
a
it.
bag
I'll do it
with
the
Velcro.
night prior. Velcro.
I don't know what the buttons, very soft buttons, so you can just fidget with them and make zero sound. How are you to room with? How are you
How am I what?
on the road? How are you to room? Like,
I think I'm pretty easy. I mean, like
you
I'm
didn't
a
go to
girl,
college.
so
You
I
never
get a-
lived in the same room with somebody.
No, yes, I did.
Oh, when?
I didn't go to college, but in my old apartment when I lived in Burbank before where I live now, I shared a room the whole 2 years I lived there.
Okay.
I've been living in my place for 3 years too, by the way. I realized I was like, God damn, I've been there a long time. But yeah, I shared a room that whole time. It was 4 girls. Oh my God. In a 2-bedroom,
Christ.
2-bathroom. That place was a shithole. That was my college that I did not have.
Okay.
We would come home from work and people would just start showing up and we would party until for God knows how long. I would get drunk and go in the pool. There were 2 girls wrestling on my living room floor. I don't know who they were. Like 2 people. I walk outside.
Why was I not invited?
security
We
came
need
in.
this
I had
address.
the wildest party because there was everyone would come over because it was 4 girls living there. So like shared a room with. I shared the master bedroom with one other girl, but I lived in that 2-year span. I lived with like 8 different people, men and women. Like so, I would always share a room
So you
with
lived in
somebody.
a hostel.
Pretty much, but it was always people I knew and would bring in. But we would have like I remember the security came and knocked on one. And they got multiple complaints. They were about to kick us out. And I walk outside. It was like a movie because on the wall to the right of my front door was 2 people just like fucking making out as the security guard's talking to me, and I was like stoned and high, and I
You
was
were stoned
freaking
and
out.
high?
Sorry, I was drunk.
What?
The crazy
How do
part.
You were so high
was-
that
I
you're
was
like, dude,
stoned and
I am
drunk.
high, but I think
I
I'm
was
also
so
getting stoned at the
That's what
same
I'm starting
time.
to say. Am I high right now? No.
The twist in the story: there was no security guard at all.
Yeah, where did he come from? He just came out of a cereal box.
Dude, Raftermath said, my college roommate played League 24/7 and stacked up Chipotle containers 5 feet tall next
Oh.
to his desk.
Oh, that's
Chipotle containers? That's what they
disgusting.
just wrapped in foil.
No,
stacked
the
up
bowls.
foil.
The bowls. You
That's
just
fucking
stack 'em up.
gross. Yeah,
Holy shit, that's funny. That's also not cheap. Those things are like $10 a pop. Chipotle is not cheap
No,
food.
I don't like Chipotle. But that was more of like my college year, I would say, because we would have people over from work. We would have people, I mean, for everything. And that I'll see pictures
Was this
from
Hooter
like,
Aaron?
No,
Okay.
this was Starbucks Aaron.
Okay.
So like the people I worked with, I was so
You were just
close. I was
jazzed
lucky
from
enough
all the-
to. Oh
the
my god,
cafe
yeah!
you
I was
were-
so lucky that because I lived with the girl who I worked with. Her and I were really close, and then became really close with everybody we worked with because we never had a manager and we always had to do things ourselves. It was one of those really unique situations.
Was there ever a night where you were like, when you just couldn't, like, what was the craziest night you had there? Was there anything that
Where you
really
just
bad
can't
happened?
even.
That night, oh my god, I don't know. This one guy tried to pull me and my girlfriend into his fucking Mustang, and he put us in his car, shut the door, and was just stood outside and was watching us because he wanted us to like fuck in his car, and we were fucked up. So we were like,
How did you get? That was
okay.
all context clues.
That was
That's
weird
quite the
shit.
deduction.
Yeah, but that happened. Random people started showing up, and the security guard came. I really liked this guy. This guy I liked, who I met from working at Starbucks, showed up, and I was so fucked up. I was just like crossfaded and twisted as hell. And this
That's the name of
security
your
guard
one-person
came-
autobiography,
this
Crossfaded
guy-
and Twisted and Hell Dear. It's
Yes.
the story.
This guy fell. Not only were those two girls making out and like wrestling on my floor, don't know who they were. People were screaming and drinking. This guy got so fucked up, he knocked out in my bathroom. Like passed out in the bathroom with his head at the door, so nobody, and locked it so nobody could get in the bathroom. There were 5 people around the bathroom door, like trying to break the door handle off to get in at the same time that we locked the other bathroom with nobody in, so we had to break the window to get in that bathroom while there's 2 people trying to get this guy out of this bathroom. We broke the door handle off. We broke the fucking window to get in the other bathroom.
I'm lost.
And
I'm still on the Mustang story.
Yeah,
How
I
did
was-
that end?
Really?
Did you guys just
Did you
get
guys
out
go
and
to
you're
church the
like,
next
we're not
day?
gonna have sex with your car or
Pretty
whatever?
much. Yeah, we kind of like played it
And he
off.
was like,
got out
"God,
of the
Drats,
car
you got
and,
me
yeah,
again."
Got out of the car and then went back and
How did he
walked
get you
back
in the
house.
car?
I don't know. I thought maybe we were going
There were
somewhere.
He just had a bunch of
Bushes.
Twizzlers and he threw them in the back. And he goes,
Yeah,
"Ah!"
I just remember like my girlfriend and I were just like and like linked arms and walking down the sidewalk, and he's just like leading us and we're just following him, and then we get to his car and we're like, oh God, that's a really fucking hot car. Yeah, it's a hot car. Can I see it? We thought we were all gonna get in and like go somewhere. No. We get in the one person gets in the driver's seat, one person
How
gets in
is
the passenger
that
seat.
the
He shuts us in and stands outside and just stares at us, like smiling.
It would have
Yeah,
been less
real
creepy for him
creepy.
to drive you somewhere.
I don't know. We were all like, let's go do
Unfamiliar?
something fun. And then that
What the
didn't happen.
fuck?
And then he was just like, oh, you want to see my
get
car?
in
You
my
want to get in my
car."
car? Yeah.
And then you were like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then he doesn't go anywhere. You're like, "You're not trying to
Yeah.
abduct
What are you doing?
us?" What
We
the
eventually,
creep?
yeah, well, how could you? We just eventually got out of the car and just like, I think we all walked back into the apartment. It was at my, it was
And then you
in my
totally had
apartment.
sex with that girl not in his car.
Yeah, I had sex with that girl. We had sex together. We did a lot of. I love her a lot. I still
Well,
love her
you
a
didn't
lot,
do it in the
but-
dude's car. It's all he
No,
wanted.
it creeped us both out. It
Lame.
creeped us both out. We were really creeped out. We were both like getting really weird vibes from this
Oh wait,
guy.
so that guy
Because
did read the situation correctly though. He just didn't read it correctly.
we
in
were
that-
2 very flirtatious girls, yes, but we've never been in a situation where the guy was like, get in my car. Let me stand outside and watch you. We were like,
It's gonna hurt the resale value.
no,
hurt the
we're
resale
good. And I was like,
That's
were
not
you
on the
creeped out?
Carfax.
Because he seemed like a really sweet, normal guy. And he was like, we worked with him. He worked at a different store, but we worked with him, and he was like really sweet, really encouraging. We always liked when we worked with him. We got to know him, and he was kind of handsome. And then like I was like, this guy's really cool. I totally read it wrong. He turned out to be like a weirdo, like super weirdo creep, and different reasons too. But that was one like red flag. We were like, no.
Yeah,
One
let's-
red flag.
Let's not hang out with fucking his car Steve.
Mustang
'cause he's
Joe.
Mustang
Fuck
Joe is
car
creepy.
Steve.
Okay, so there was also
that was that.
broken
Yeah.
bathroom
Okay, so
story.
one guy was passed out. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
we're already cut
One
up.
guy-
You broke the window. You broke the door.
I don't know. Lo said he was lost. So one bathroom was locked with a window, and then the other bathroom was locked with the guy in it, and he was
So
laying
both of-
down.
no
Both
one
of the
could-
bathrooms,
no one
we
could
don't
piss or
know.
shit.
All of a sudden, they were just locked. Yeah,
Okay.
like for some reason, somebody kept locking. Every time we'd have a party, somebody would lock our other bathroom with the window.
You don't have a key. First
That
of all,
way.
bathroom locks are not key locks. They're just you stick something in it and
Not
you turn it.
that one. That one didn't have one at all. It didn't have the hole in it at all.
What?
You had to unscrew it or break the window. Yeah, and my
That's a
drunk girlfriend.
terrible bathroom lock.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the same thing on
That's
my
very
bathroom screw
dangerous.
right now. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So this guy's passed out with his head to the door. So once we got the door handle off the door,
Yeah.
we couldn't even get in because we were banging it against his head.
could've used a credit card.
And we had to try to like get in there, and then Jimmy was fucking passed out of the bathroom. Like everybody had to try to help him get up,
Fucking
and then
Jimmy.
my girlfriend and I, we couldn't get in the bathroom. We're wasted, so we like can't think straight. So we decided to go outside to the other bathroom window and break the fucking window. And then we just called. We lived in one of those like nice apartment complexes where like you call maintenance and they'll do anything for you basically, and it doesn't cost you anything.
They'll do anything
Maintenance
for you.
came
As long as you
and
fucking their maintenance
we were like,
truck.
the window's broken. They're like, okay, and just fucking gave us a whole new window, and nothing happened.
Wow.
And
You
Yeah.
should have taken advantage of that. You could
Yeah.
break an endless
I know.
amount of windows. and be
Anytime
like,
something
"All right."
happened, they would just come and
Refrigerator's
fix it.
broken.
Nothing, yeah, everything. And we broke the window, and then we crawled in through the window.
Was it a hard?
And unlocked it and was like, "Oh, thank God!" I remember freaking out.
Was
like,
it a
everything.
hard? Was there a hard break between party Aaron and this Aaron? Was
What
there
does a hard break mean? What
Was
does
there
that mean?
was there just a quick pivot? Did you turn your life around on a dime? What did you?
I think so. I really was tired of it. Was a constant struggle living with that many people all the time because the place was always a fucking mess, and everything in that apartment was like mine, like the furniture, most of the dishes, the silverware, the cookware, everything.
Man, it's really
So
dirty
people
around
would-
here. I'm gonna stop binge drinking.
Yeah, no, and people would just like abuse, break, and be careless with like everything from lamps, furniture, silverware, cookingware, all that stuff. So things would get broken and misplaced or fucked up all the time, and like everything
you
was
break
dirty.
silverware?
There was, I had an old roommate who would
Just start slamming him on the
spoons.
ground.
He would lose spoons. All the time, all the spoons were just gone, like every single one, because he would take them with him when he would go
Those were ass
whatever.
spoons. Put those
So
spoons in
he
his
found like
ass.
3 of them in his car. Like he would just. I'm not kidding. I was like, bring on. Where are the spoons? Bring home the spoons. What the fuck? What the fuck is up with the spoons? It was just yeah. So this apartment had spills on the floor and shit everywhere and shit broken, and I was so tired of like the rotating door of roommates and
It sounds like
the dirtiness.
my
so-
own personal hell. Like I would die.
It was. It
than
had
rather
its
live here.
moments. Like I never went to college, so I was like, that was really fun. We had some crazy, like random things. If we just put the text blast out saying "come over," we would have a banger, and it was amazing. Like it was so much fun, and I look back on those.
My favorite thing about college
really
is that
fondly.
my roommate and I, we were not the place that everyone would go to. My favorite part is I would go back
Yeah,
and
somebody
people
else,
weren't there,
yeah.
and I'd be like, "Sweet, I
Well,
can
now I
sleep
live
now."
in that situation, so I'm thankful for that. We had another party. I hosted a pot party, so I made a. That's how I got this. You can kind of see it. This scar. I got really high and decided to bake 7
Until I hurt myself,
So, yeah,
and then I did,
basically-
and then I stopped.
7-layer like mac and cheese, baked mac and cheese.
Did you
Until
get
3 or
stoned
4 in
and
the
high?
morning. I got stoned and high, and then I ate some and got more high, and I put it in the oven, and I like somehow like seared myself. I don't know. I just felt it. I couldn't tell you how it happened, but I baked from a cannabis cookbook I was gifted, and I baked 7 cheese. It was like Granny smoked mac and cheese. And hosted a party with it, and some people had never gotten stoned before, and I hosted this thing, and we all. Like,
It's
we didn't
always
even
good
finish
to
the
eat
mac and
a
cheese.
lot of edibles if you've
No,
never gotten
a dollop
high before.
of this shit, you were fucked up. Like we used cannabis butter, like a
Yeah.
whole like fucking tub of it, and then I use it on the breadcrumbs and put it in the mac
So
and
what's
cheese.
your life
and
like right now? Do you ever what's your-
clean, easy.
you don't ever turn up?
I do,
Well,
but
I've
not
heard of
at
it.
my apartment. I usually go
When's
out.
the last time
for
you got
that.
really messed up?
She only
I
put-
think my birthday. Yeah, my birthday. So December. I want to say my birthday. I didn't really get. I got a little fucked up over break, like just a little bit, but not too bad.
Okay.
There wasn't any really situation where I was like.
I know
"Oh,
there's a
little
sliding
crazy."
scale of fucked up.
Huh? A little fucked up.
Semi
versus
fucked up.
Yeah.
Super fucked up. Yeah. Just
I'm mildly fucked up right now. I mean, I like shouldn't take the SATs or anything, but I could. Yeah.
I could function. I could
Yeah.
drive a car. I could operate some heavy machinery. I really wanted to honestly live by myself. I couldn't get that, but I wanted to live in like an apartment where I was like, one other person, and that's my limit. That's
great.
Yeah, and I did. Now I do, but I don't know What about you? Do you ever get fucked up?
Me?
When's the last time you got like super, I don't know, wasted, or
Drunk?
high, or whatever,
I can't
whatever?
think of
Dude,
it. My
Denise's
I wanted
place.
to do it when I went back home for the holidays,
Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
but I can't do it anymore.
Drinking?
Can't do it.
Why?
Because first of all, I don't like it. And then when I like commit to it, I'm like, but then I start to feel real guilty. Like I shouldn't be doing it.
Really?
Yeah, because
Do you
like,
still feel like you're underage, or
No.
So
I
just
just-
appear over his shoulder.
what? Yeah, no, I just hate how, I just don't like that. Cause I'm dumb. Like I'm not funny or like, I like to think that I'm somewhat
Oh.
personable. Like
Do you feel vulnerable? Like just kind of like
No, I just feel like people rather be talking to me when I'm not drunk. Because when I am drunk, I'm just like,
everybody's fun that way though. Like I get
no, I'm just dumb. Like
I don't know.
I feel like-
can we get you drunk?
I
and
feel like
see?
regular Alex fun to be around.
I don't
Am
know.
I wrong?
won't- Can we put this to the test? No, I actually think that drunk
As
Alex
long as
would
I'm
be
not in
more
like
fun
a
to be
bad
around.
mood, regular Alex fun to be around, and then when drunk Alex, you're just like I don't know what's going on with this guy.
I love that. I want drunk Alex. Yes.
You can't. And then
I
like,
want drunk
but
Alex.
like the problem is I can stop myself because I start to feel like oh fuck, like I'm not like having meaningful conversations with people, and I'm not really saying anything, and I'm not people are
But
just kind of, and I'm just like
sometimes-
oh, and but drinking like you can kind of be like oh I should just stop. That's why I like pot because I can smoke it very fast. And I'm
Yeah.
just like oh no.
And then
I'm
you come
not-
back out of it, right?
Yeah.
get
So,
that.
but I get
wanna
I get righteously high every weekend.
Remember the time with the stairs?
Either
that we could-
Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I love it. Like if I don't want to get really drunk,
like
I go
a good time.
home and I get blasted. Like
it's fun.
at least one night a weekend, I will go home and I'll just like either with somebody or alone. I will just I'll be the
I
highest
know.
ever and just sit on my couch.
I love that. I used to do that. I can't handle it like I used
Come
to.
over.
I can't handle getting high. It's just I feel like I can't remember the last time I smoked, but
Come
every
over
time
on
I do, I
Friday.
just do a little bit
Come
and get
over on
really
Friday.
high. I want to get you drunk though. I want to see what you're like. I've never experienced you drunk.
Not
We have to do it at some point.
good.
I don't know. I feel like maybe we
Also,
would be on the same level
it's
if
a
we
full
both get
day
drunk.
commitment because I have to get drunk at night and then in the morning I'm like, oh.
No, we won't get that. I mean,
Also,
we'll
I
get
can't work out in the
feeling
morning.
Good, but
Last
What?
time, you know what? I did get really drunk.
When?
Last time I got drunk was at Kevin's house, and it was me, Kevin, and somebody else, and his brother who filmed it. Did you ever see the videos? They're very funny.
Are they?
If Kevin gets in today, we should show you them. That was the night we started drinking out of random things in his house.
Oh my god.
So it was like
Oh, I remember this.
the person we were with were like, you can let's take shots, but you can't drink out of anything that's a cup. And
like
I
that.
was like, all right. So Kevin drank out of a skillet.
Oh, fun.
He had a whiskey skillet.
Skillet. A
Somebody-
whiskey skillet. That would be like a good drink.
And then somebody else, the other person drank out of, I forget. And I took one of his flower vases, poured everything out, and was like, put it in here. And then he filled it up with booze. And we were literally, did you never hear this story?
I think I
This
did.
could be-
I
yeah,
think
it's overtold.
I did.
But like we were running around his house, ripping paintings off the wall.
Yes, I remember this. Yeah.
The furniture, Los,
You just
like
turned
you
to
know Kevin's house.
barbarian.
His chairs were in the wrong spot. His table was like turned sideways. We were
Really?
running around
Dude.
blasting music. You should watch the videos.
That would be fun.
It's insane.
I want a night like that. We need to have a night like that.
Not
when we get
anymore. Not with
rowdy.
Leaf downstairs. He's gonna be like, "You damn kids,
Yes.
stop walking."
That's why we go to Kevin's house. We can blast everything.
True. Yeah.
We need to go there and do that because
boy.
I really want to see what drunk Alex is like. I feel like we would be on the same. Because one time I ran outside trying to get a cigarette from my friend, and I was screaming outside this like bar, and I was like, "Anybody have a cigarette?" And I was running up to these people, and I could tell by the way that they were responding to me, and nobody was giving me a cigarette. I was that level of drunk where I was like, "Oh, I'm obnoxious," or "Oh,
I'm not on the
a
same
little too much."
wavelength as these people.
Like, I'm
I
not-
can see infrared.
This isn't a meaningful conversation between two people.
Mm-hmm.
It was, yeah, and that's when I feel kind of like ridiculous, and I know what you're talking about at that point where you're like, I'm feeling a little stupid right now. But other times I feel like fucking infinite,
Okay, well then come over this weekend
Let's
and
do
then let's get
rowdy.
okay.
We're gonna get rowdy. Okay.
And come into my Mustang. So, guys.
I'm very lucky that nothing came of that.
Yeah, you
I
are
am.
lucky that many bad things haven't happened to you in
I
your life
remember
with
his
the choices
name.
you make.
I'm gonna tell you when it's done, but I'm not gonna say it
Carl?
now. But no,
Greg,
no,
Garl,
no,
Craig.
no. Craig's list.
Craig is lit.
Craig.
Guys, that is it for our special Patreon front page. Thank you so much, first of all, for
Yay.
supporting us on Patreon. Second of all, for catching this. We're going to try to do these every single week. And make sure to tell everyone in the normal attack chat that this is better than the other one and they should
This
subscribe.
is a very special one.
It was fun.
I like it.
Do we put these up as VODs on Patreon or something? Los?
Yeah, they're actually.
All right. Well, then tell everyone it was better than the first one today, and then
Yeah.
they'll want to watch it. We will see Aaron
Today at 4 o'clock for Lydia for Let's Be on the Table.
Oh,
we are
boy.
playing Ticket to Ride.
Oh boy.
Ticket to
There
ride.
we go. I will see you guys tomorrow, 4 o'clock for the attack. Goodbye, everyone. I love you all.
Bye.
Peace. Hey, bye.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
It will be the result of your